ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the IconJazz Lounge. You feel smooth? Come on now. You feel smooth over here? I'm feeling ultra smooth. Now I gotta take it back. I gotta take it way back in time. Anybody remember the radio station here named Smooth Jazz 103.5 and 104.3? Do you remember? Great station. Wish it was here. I'd still be here. I'm Ron Allen. I used to be on that radio station. We're going way back in time, now I know. Anybody happen to listen to the Destin, Florida station, the Sea Breeze? Anybody been down to the Sea Breeze Jazz Festival? All right, that's the station I'm on right now in the mornings on 106.3, the Sea Breeze, WJZA. We have a special guest for you tonight here at the IconJazz Lounge. Lovely lady, interviewed her last week. She's on my show last Friday. She has 3 top 10, 3 number ones, right? 3 number 1 hits, you know her. Smooth jazz recording artist, and she's working on number 8 album. Be out real soon, so 7 albums to her credit so far. And she's here in Columbus, Ohio to entertain you tonight. So give it up for smooth jazz sax lady, Paula Atherton.
With a tune called Lilac.
you, everybody. It's so nice to be here. I played in Columbus one time years ago, so this is really my first time playing here. And I'm so happy to play for you guys tonight. Thank you so much for coming. Sorry, my hair's a little messy. I lost my brush, but you know, things happen. Especially when you're traveling, you're like, oh, where is that? That was the title track from my 7th CD that Ron was talking about. And the CD's called Dancing Shoes. And that's a tune that Greg Manning produced for me, and we co-wrote it together. And I wore my dancing shoes for you guys tonight. For a second, I have a pair of silver and a pair of gold. I thought I got one each. But doesn't matter. So we're going to be playing the title track for you right now, Dancing Shoes. So if you feel like getting up and moving around, be my guest, please. It's Friday night. Let's have a good time. Thank you. Yeah, I had the right shoes on too. Do we have any Patrice Rushen fans out there? Remember a little tune called Forget Me Nots? All right, then you're gonna help me sing it. I got my own little version of it, so it's gonna sound a little different to you, but don't worry, it's the tune.
Yeah, oh, baby, please forget
warmed up on the way here. In the car, right? You warmed up, me. It's always a good idea. You never know. You never know when you're going to be singing. A couple of years ago, my friend Nathan Mitchell said to me, I want to produce a song for you. I said, okay. He said, just write a melody and play it with a click track and record it and send it to me, and I'm going to create a track around it. I was like, okay. Well, you know, producers all work in different ways, right? So I said, go ahead. And it wound up being one of my number ones on Billboard, so I guess it was a good idea. I'm going to play it for you right now. It's a perfect song for today, actually. It's called Summer Song. slow song for you guys. So if you feel like getting close to somebody or slow dancing or making a new friend, you can tell them I told you to do so. This is from my very first release. It was called Let Me Inside Your Love. The album is called that, and the song is called If I Hold You in My Arms.
Walking down the avenue, pieces of a love we knew, stirring round and round. Rain is falling from the sky, tears are falling from my eyes. I'm thinking of you. Sometimes you don't realize till it's gone. Without you, I can't go on. Can I find a way to let you know? If I hold you in my arms, can you find it in your heart to give it one more try? I just wanna love you. Let me hold you in my arms. I know that I was wrong to say I didn't need your love. I need you so bad, and I wish that I could take it back into you since we first met. Now I try, I can't forget the time that we shared. And now I feel I'm such a fool to have love was so true. Believe what I had. When I know you've heard this song before, it's time to revolution. I just can't go on without your love. If I hold you in my arms, can you find it in your heart to give it one more try? Oh, I just want to love you. Let me hold you in my arms. I know that I was wrong to say I didn't need your love. Oh, baby, let me love you. If I hold you in my arms, can you find it in your heart to give it one more try? Oh, I just want to love you. Let me hold you in my arms. Know that I was wrong to say I didn't need your love. I need you so bad, and I wish that I could take it back. Oh, I just don't know how to make you see that I can't live without you. You're the only thing that matters to me. To it's goodbye. I can't bear these lonely nights. I won't walk away this time. Oh, maybe can make it right.
everybody, and thanks for dancing. I really appreciate it. I just want to take a moment to introduce the members of this wonderful band playing with me tonight. Jesse Thompson on keys. Mark Jackson on guitar. Anthony Mackey on bass. And Chris Wright on drums, because he's always right. You like that? Are you married? You tell your wife that I said that, you're always right. Maybe not. Okay. I'm not trying to score World War III here. Let's skip that one. It's an easy joke, I'm sorry. Okay. I got a question for you guys. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Are you sure? Can you feel it? This is my first #1 on Billboard during COVID. Oh my God. Produced and co-written by Greg Manning. Can you feel it? guys having a good time so far? I'm so happy to hear that. So this next song we're going to do came out I think last June, and it was produced by Nelson Braxton, who's one of the Braxton brothers, who you might know. Yeah, very talented guy. And this tune is actually, it came out last June and it's still on the charts. It's getting played a lot. Music Choice was playing it 45 times a week. So I guess people liked it. Anyway, I hope you guys like it. It's called Moonlight Drive. All right, all right. So we're going to go back to one of my earlier albums. This is called Groove With Me, and it's really kind of where I found my niche. I was just writing and recording songs, but I didn't know exactly where I was going with it, and this Groove With Me helped me find that. It's got 21 different musicians on it, and some special guests, Greg Adams from Tower Power, and Gail Minucci on guitar. Some really wonderful musicians on it. So this tune I wrote with my friend Skylar Deal, and it's called Whenever You Come Around. I hope you like it. I need you to help me out, just like that. Hear me, I'm calling. Just wanted to come around and say hi to everybody a little bit. We're having a good time up here, aren't we, guys? All right. So I'm gonna play another tune on my little flute, the flute, right there for you guys. 2019, I got to play in Madrid, Spain, in the Maria Guerrero Theater. Oh my God, so beautiful. Red velvet seats and opera boxes and just gorgeous. And when I came home, I wrote this tune, and it's called One Night in Madrid. Okay, I know we're getting close to the end, but we started a couple of minutes late, so we're going to squeeze one more tune in for these lovely people. I got a question for you guys. Do you know who Tina Marie is? Okay, so we're going to play a little clip of something of hers, and then we're going to do something of mine called JB. And I'm sure you can figure out what that stands for. The bluest of the sun, and you need a little love. Let me put some rock into your world. Oh, call me up, don't be shy, cause my love will make you high. I just wanna be your lover girl. thank you so much for coming tonight. I'm going to be in the back of the room if you want to bring home some of my music. I have CDs with me. And if you'd like to get on my mailing list, you can find out where I'm playing, when I have new music coming out. You can stop by and say hi, and if you want to take a picture. Thank you again for coming. Thank you so much. We had such a great time playing for you. Thank you so much, everybody.
Encore!
If you got enough time to do it, can we do an encore? Can you hear me? Yes? Okay. This tune's called Open Road. Another tune Greg Manning produced for me. Play for you guys right now. Thank you so much, everybody. Come by and say hello. I'll be in the back. Thank you so much for coming. God bless. We love you.
Can she play? Can she play? That's Paula Atherton here in Columbus, Ohio at the IconJazz Club. She's in the back selling CDs, autographs. Yes, indeed. Go and meet Paula. What about this band? They're tight. Oh, they're tight. Woo! Oh, so smooth. So smooth. She got another set coming up at 10 o'clock if you want to hang around for that, all right? Enjoy yourselves. What about this club, IconJazz Lounge? Do you love it? Awesome club. Kelvin, thank you very much for putting this together. You the man. Take care of your waitresses. They're taking care of you, all right? I'm Ron Allen, WC 1063, The Sea Breeze in Destin, Florida. You can stream it. You can stream it online. Morning show. Monday morning I'll be on the air with you, all right? But love this band. Love Paula Atherton. Love the IconJazz Lounge. Hope to see you here again, all right? We got more artists coming up, right? Noel Bradley putting them all together. This is a treasure here in Columbus, Ohio. Y'all love it, all right? So y'all come back, bring a friend. Hang out there, all right? Have a good time.
Say hi to Mark.
Everybody there, everybody.
Yeah,